Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to HostMaria. And this is a general, very quick tutorial. And in details, you would see these tutorials in our YouTube playlist. So how to get started with your brand new HostMaria Cloud account. So these would be WordPress Ultra, SSD Cloud, and SSD Cloud hosting. Yes, SSD Business Cloud hosting. So what are we starting with? So you would be getting your login, and you would come to your StackCP account, and it would look like this. So we have created for demo purposes or demo purposes a hosting account with the primary domain mailetica.com. Mailetica.com. At some time we will start using it for different purposes, but at the moment we'll use it for the demo purposes. So first things first, once you have your account, you need to change your name servers. And your name servers are visible here. These would be your name servers. I'll put them on the screen. They are NS1, stackDNS.com, NS2, NS3, NS4. We have created several, like probably at the moment we have 3 different tutorials on 3 different platforms how to change your name servers. They are for GoDaddy, for Namecheap, and for Google domains. At some point, we'll be buying more domains at different platforms, and we'll be showing how to do that on other platforms as the inquiries start coming in. So what do we do? First things first, we go and check after you have changed your name servers. We would go to Dns Checker. We would see this is the domain name is mailetica.com, and we would make sure that the name servers have changed. So we can see that the name servers have propagated or changed all around the world. And we did change probably 48 hours ago or less than 48 hours ago. This domain is registered with Google domains. So we can see up here, domains have changed, name servers have changed. Okay, French name servers still haven't changed. So the process is not complete. And in Singapore, process is not complete as well. It means what it means. It means that users from France will once they will type in mailetica.com, they will get they will be directed to some hosting. They will be directed to Google. Yes, basically to the landing page of Google domains. And nothing is there, and your website is not there. So you need to wait till this process is fully over. This process of global domain name propagation can take up to 72 hours, sometimes even more. So the Google, as you see, Google is not the fastest ones. The fastest ones are Namecheap and GoDaddy. Their name servers change really quickly and well. So those were the first things. Next, I'll take off that thing. So how would you get started? First things first, you would go, and if you are able to, it means if the name servers have changed, you need to activate free SSL. Please always start with activating free SSLs. You would click that button. So the only requirement is that your domain is using our name servers, and after the SSL installation is finished, you would need to wait 30 minutes for the SSL to get activated. Please always read the screen, and it says, please allow 30 minutes for our load balancers to reconfigure. So basically you would need to wait 30 minutes. So let us say this is the one. You are in here, and so you have one domain, and the next one. So you have one domain, then the main domain is mailetica.com. And let us say you wanted to add one more domain. Let us say you have my old website, let us say. My old website.net, for example. And before that, you had another. So with your SSD cloud, you can have unlimited domain names. And not unlimited websites. So we are adding a new domain, and up here we can see that the files will be. So after you have added a new domain, these public HTML need to be updated. So we would go here, This is a quick guide, and in details we have explained all these topics in other videos. So you would go to File Manager, you would go, okay, let me zoom out. Yes, you would go, okay, very good. So public HTML. So public HTML is for a primary domain, and up here you would create a new folder. My old website. It doesn't matter what is the name, as long as you remember that. Create. You are creating a directory. Very good. So you are there, and directory has been created, and now you are going in here into your domains. Of course, it is much easier to work with 2 tabs. And you are saying that my old website update. So now you have added your second domain. And you are updating, and you will say that, so quickly. So now we can see that files of myelitica.com will be at public HTML, and my old website .NET files will be in the folder my old website. Of course, these are files, not databases. So now we are going back. As we don't own my old website.NET, of course, then we would go to security SSLs, and we can see we will be not able to change the name servers, as that domain name is not using our name servers. So for my old website.NET, there isn't that option activate free SSL, and the system clearly says domain does not appear to be on our name servers. If you are using so now quick thing for Cloudflare users, if you are using name servers of Cloudflare, then your IP address or A records would be these ones, and A records or IPv6 address is this one. So if you're using Cloudflare, then you would need to go and look our DNS. We would go up here, so manage DNS, and all you need to do at Cloudflare, please recreate these records. So A record, so this is for the main domain, and this is for any subdomain. This is for any. So create this record at Cloudflare. Then AAA records, so IPv6 record, IPv6 address records. Then yes, and then recreate these ones as well. So FTP, IMAP, mail, POP3, SMTP, and MX records as well. Yes, and of course yes, and you can add a text record. So please recreate these records. These are your default records. If you need to add any other record, if you, for example, if you need to verify your domain or something, then you would do text. And verify text too, and yes, and then you would add it. So you can see how easy it is to update. But you can update. You would update your records up here only if you have. Oh, sorry, my brain is running. Only if you're using our name servers, only in this case. But this tool is fantastic. So you can add, manage, just in a case. So if your domain is using Google Suite email, then very, very quick. So you have switched over your domain, you have changed the name servers, and your Google Suite email will stop working. So what you need to do, you would click here on G Suite, and it would automatically add all these records, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you would click Set Google Mail DNS. You do this, and the system will automatically. So you can see the system has removed some records. The system has removed some records, MX records, and replace them with different MX records and some other. So the system automatically adjusts, and now, and within like 5 minutes, you'll be able to receive again your emails at G Suite. Using G Suite is a great choice. So next. Of course, we can go back to DNS, manage DNS. And if something goes wrong, you can always go and click reset the defaults. Reset the defaults. It is that simple. If you're having some issues, although this is self-managed hosting, please open a support ticket at HostMaria.com. We have a support ticket system. So yes, we have reset. Next, we are creating an email account. Let us say hello. This is your email account. We have separate tutorial on how to create email account. And after the email, it has been changed. So here is a default password. You can always change it to whatever you want by saying my new password. My new password, some numbers, save. Okay. The email account has been created, and you can log it in up here in the webmail, and you can see the webmail is working already. There is one thing: you will be able to send emails from this new email address, but please give 30 minutes for this new email address to be able to receive mail. Just wait 30 minutes. Please do not run tests. Please don't run tests. Just or does your email receive emails or not? Does your new email receive before 30 minutes? As there are some systems that would see, okay, they would try to send you an email, and if a response comes back that email address does not exist, then they would block this action for the next 2 days, 3 days, sometimes forever. Sometimes you have to undo that manually. So please just wait, just be patient. So this is this. Next. And now you have created your, so what we have we done? We have added a domain. We have created an email address. We have a password for email address. You can check your email address always at stackmail.com. And we have separate tutorial for that, and the rest is rest. And you would go here, you would come here, and you would install a probably WordPress. So up here in the very bottom, you have WordPress. You would go here. Let us do it together. So you can choose where to install WordPress, on which domain. So you'll click it here. This part is optional. You do not have to put in anything, and you are installing WordPress. I'm just quickly going through everything in details. We have covered all these parts in other tutorials. And also up here, you have support database. And so in this database, while it is installing, in the support database, you will find so much information about databases, about email, about migrations, programming languages, SSH. So SSH, by default, SSH is disabled. If you need SSH access, and please note that this hosting is for websites, not for apps or SaaS products. So software as service. This is a website hosting. This is website hosting cloud. Yes, if you need SSH, please contact us. We will enable SSH for you. But please note, sudo, sudo command is not available. Trying to use it several times in a row will result in permanent loss of your SSH access. So, and up here, you will see so many tutorials. Just go and read them all. So, and meanwhile, WordPress is installing. Yes, sometimes it takes a time. That's fine. We have some time. While it is installing. Maybe I can go through something else quickly. So timeline backups. This is a premium feature. We have a separate video on this one. So during the nighttime, the UK time, the system will automatically make a backup. Will create a backup. So it will back up all the databases separately and all the files all together. There is no way for you to download these automatic timeline backups, but you will be able to restore your site, and these backups are kept for the last 30 days. This is a premium feature we have included in every account, just for you as a webmaster to be safe. As I have built my first website in '99, I know how it feels to lose your website just because you haven't got a backup, or your hosting company is unable to restore your backup, or your hosting company are asking big monies to restore. So they are saying, I remember those times when I had to pay extra just for the hosting, just for the website to be restored from a backup. Well, and quite often backups are not there at all. And up here, so timeline backups. This is a very, very crucial and important function. So okay, so installation is successful. Staging URLs, we will explain them. We have explained them in separate videos. These are staging for. If you see staging.com, your URL and staging.com, it means you have installed the WordPress or some other CMS before the name servers have changed. And probably you are advanced or webmaster. There is nothing wrong with working with websites. So there is an environment, staging environment. You can work with websites live without changing the name servers. And then all these URLs would have dot. They would end. So let us say your old domain -.com or -net, and then .stackstaging.com. So this part would always stay the same. So the domain name, extension, stackstaging.com, and this system allows you to work with your domain, with your new website, before changing the name servers. So you can create a website. You can create a website on our cloud. After it is done, after you are happy, then you would do necessary adjustments. You would change the name servers, do the necessary adjustments on the site, and you are good to go. Absolutely. So what we are here, and here is our new address. So we're clicking on mailetica.com. We are running. Let's say I would always use test site. This one, and my email, hello HostMaria.com. So we are running. Okay. Oh God, this was a bad idea. Here's a mistake. Username is too long. Usually, so I did hurry. So this is what happens. Sometimes we all hurry, and this is a username. I would always suggest to use username, one word only. So Mailetica toast this site. Okay, so we will log in, and username is Mailetica. Okay, bang, remember me, login. Here we go. The WordPress is done, and we can see the WordPress has been installed. The only thing, let us check. So we can see that HTTPS is not working. As I did say, you would need to wait 30 minutes for the domain name, for the SSL certificate to work. And you would see that you could click down there, and it would open the. So, but what you would do, you would next. So for this is a tutorial for new users. So here is a site title. Here is usually you would do it like this. Mailetica, and this would be our new awesome project. What are these parts? Let me open Google. Let us say HostMaria. So this would be your title. This would be your title up here. So site title up here, and this would be in the description. This would be the description field up here. So tagline. This is why it is important. Next things next. Change to HTTPS. Change to HTTPS. You can choose either you use www or don't use. It is all up to you. Okay. And save changes. Now you will be kicked out. You are kicked out. So it goes to, okay, now we can see that the HTTPS is actually working. That's great. Okay, we are in. So the certificate, so connection is secure, certificate is working. That's great. And then next things next, we will go here, 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 and permalinks. And in permalinks, put post name. This is a very, very, very basic thing. So you already can see that you have StackCP. And then next things next, add new. So few plugins. Of course, HTTPS. Here you go. This is a great plugin. I love this plugin as well. WordPress, although it is the last time it was updated 3 years ago, so it is not really cool to use plugins like these. But this has been my favorite plugin for a long time. So we would take the first one. This will force all the content in your website to work from HTTPS. So if you are having some HTTPS errors, or if the site is saying the connection is not secure, this will solve your issue. Then add more. If you need to make your website faster, cache enabler. Yes, it is not a good idea to use two caching plugins together, as we already have StackCP, but StackCP works great together with Cache Enabler. Here we go. This is another one. Settings, Cache Enabler, and this is what I would do. And then after that, you can use these ones or not, but I would do at least these ones. Okay, this is the next one, and add new. WP Optimize. WP Optimized is a great, absolutely fantastic plugin, and I use it almost on a daily basis on the WordPress sites. I have a WordPress site that varies with users. Sometimes it gets up to 150, 160,000 users. I have a hobby site, a WordPress site. I have many, basically over the years, I have created many sites, and some of them are still running, and they are not always WordPress sites. There are many different sites, but for the WordPress sites, I always use WP Optimize. So what you would do, you would go to WP Optimize here. What it does, it will optimize your databases. Up here, you would see lots of rubbish left in there. Let me use plain language, and you would run the optimizations like that. I would suggest, if you have a live website, and if you are adding content, and if your users are adding content there, I would suggest to do this once a week, maybe once a month. And then another thing, you would go to tables. You would see how the tables are doing. Sometimes there are leftover tables. Be careful removing them. Before you remove any tables, you would go here. You would go to come. So you would go to timeline backups, and you would click on take a snapshot. Take a snapshot. Okay, snapshot started. Now we're waiting. Please, before you do anything crazy, before you start playing with fire, make a backup, and use timeline backups to do that. the site is very small, and this process should be over quite quickly. So meanwhile, while it is taking, what else do we have here? So important things. We have covered all these things quite often. So okay, is it still creating? Okay. Meanwhile, I will show you how to redirect the site. Times by times users are asking that. So let us say you have that second domain, myoldwebsite.net, and then you would say, so myoldwebsite.net, and you would say, so redirect it to hostmaria.com and redirect type. So this is a permanent redirect, and this is a temporary redirect. You would tell Google and other search engines that this domain, this domain name is not relevant anymore, and all the juice or all the traffic and all the authority should go, and basically everything should be applies now to HostMaria. This one means the site is under construction or under maintenance, and at some point the site will be reopened. So temporary redirect and 301 redirect and 301 redirect, and you would create a redirect like this, and you have created a redirect. And also you can remove it, simple as that as well. So this is a simple thing. Okay, and view snapshots. Let us see. Okay, and we can see that snapshots. Yes, there are snapshots of, yes, from the times when the accounts were created, and we can restore them. Okay, and we can restore them. That's good. Everything is sorted. Okay, and then images. Up here, compress your images. So many people are users, especially the new users, are complaining, why my website is loading so slow. Please compress your images. Please compress your images. I would suggest go in here, put a priority on maximum compression. Then you would see here, up here, you would have some images. You would select all and compress these images. And basically, in short, that is it, and that is how you are getting started with your new website. And as we can see, the website is here. The URLs are, yes, the website is, let us see, so Analytica, the website is here. The connection is secure. The categories are fine, and everything is working. Everything is working, and everything is fine. That quickly you can get started. So what? It is not yet half an hour. We have created an email. We have created an SSL certificate, free of charge. Everything has been done, and we have installed WordPress, and you are ready to roll. And maybe two more things about themes. So if you are not happy how WordPress works with your content, please use Elementor. Elementor is absolutely fantastic. So Elementor, please install Elementor. Learn how to use Elementor. Elementor is like drag and drop with lots and different features. Explore the topics. Elementor header and footer builder is absolutely amazing. But you would need to learn it. Maybe at some point I will create a tutorial how to get started with Elementor. Although there are many great tutorials on YouTube. So Elementor will allow you to edit every page in a different manner. So much easier for new users. And the next thing is themes. So you would go to Appearance, Themes. So to change the themes, this would be the default theme, and add new. So add new theme. And I will be suggesting only two themes. So the very, very best theme for all the general sites is Astra. So let me put it. So this theme is absolutely fantastic. Astra for all your needs. Astra is fantastic, fast, easy to be used. But if you are creating an e-commerce site, I would suggest please use Storefront. This is the default theme. Created by, this is the default WooCommerce theme, created by creators or the official team behind WordPress. So storefront is for e-commerce. And again, this is a suggestion for new users. Of course, there are tons of many great themes. You can go and explore them. But to make choice very simple, for e-commerce sites, storefront, and for any other ones, Astra. So you would click install. We're installing. And activate. And then you can see these are 3 other default themes. Just click on it and remove them. As basically, this is unneeded data in your WordPress website. Please keep your websites clean and neat and nice. And so Analytica.com, and so now it looks like this. My WordPress website looks like this. Okay, and the rest is up to you. So this is how you would get started with your HostMaria Cloud, and please suggest our cloud services for your friends, for other people you use. It would really help us growing, as we are providing shared cloud services in partnership with 20i Data Center that is located in the UK, and our main target is to provide budget-friendly cloud or web hosting services for the new or more experienced webmasters. Thank you. And my name is Helmut Smeshkwanis, and I'm the founder of HostMaria.com. Have a great day, all.